Nick, we've got an exhaustive list here, my friend. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to
Run it,
do
Dan.
my best. I'm going to do my best. This is 2024 and 2025 list. We are going to start with some commits and then go from there. So confirmed plans to visit: 5-star quarterback DJ Lagway, 5-star safety Xavier Filisame, 4-star linebacker Aaron Childs, 4-star linebacker Miles Graham, 4-star wide receiver Jeray Tank Hawkins, 4-star linebacker Adarius Hayes. All Gator commits. 4-star cornerback Jamari Howard, who's looking at UF, FSU, Miami, Michigan State, and UCF. Commits again. Amir Jackson, 4-star tight end. 4-star edge Kendall Jackson. Not a long commute for him there in Gainesville. 4-star cornerback Wardell Mack, who is a Texas, LSU, and UF battle. 4-star linebacker, 3-star on 3, Jamonte Waller. 4-star offensive tackle and new commit Fletcher Westfall. 4-star edge Amaris Williams. 3-star defensive lineman, Micah Boyro. 3-star safety Josiah Davis. 3-star cornerback Teddy Foster. 3-star offensive lineman Marcus Mascall. 3-star offensive lineman Noel Portjigen, coming from Germany in Schwabish Hall. And 3-star offensive lineman Mike Williams. A ton of Florida commits, a few that are uncommitted, but you get most of the class here. And then 2025 players that are going to be attending: 5-star safety DJ Pickett, the number 8 player in the country; 4-star linebacker Tarvos Alford, the number 10 linebacker in the country; 4-star running back Waltez Clark from Plant High School here in Tampa, Florida, one of UF's top targets; 4-star wide receiver Kobe Howard, the number 45 player in Florida; 4-star linebacker Riley Pettijohn from Texas, the number 9 overall player in Texas, 4-star offensive tackle Owen Strabig, who's a top 100 national recruit from Wisconsin; 4-star safety Hilton Stubbs from Vari's High School, Mandarin High School there in beautiful, stunning Jacksonville, Florida. He's a top 100 national recruit. 4-star defensive lineman Jalen Wiggins from Tallahassee. He's visited Florida a number of times. 3-star cornerback Chris McCorkle, teammates with Teddy Foster. Florida leads in his recruitment. A very different kind of cornerback than Teddy Foster. Teddy's a more boundary guy, long strider. This is kind of your more Jason Marshall type, solid guy. He's a 3-star right now. I see him going up higher. Unranked wide receiver Javon Boggs from Cocoa, and unranked defensive lineman James Morrow from Buford, Georgia. Florida just offered him. And finally, Zay Mincy, 4-star cornerback from Mainland. It looks to be a UF-Alabama battle. Could visit Alabama on July 29th. I know Florida's really high on him, but it'd be great to swing that one from Alabama. So, Nick, gave you a cavalcade of names. Any that you're excited about? What do you think about this barbecue event?
Yeah, it's I think the days of Friday Night Lights are numbered. You're starting to see a lot of these barbecue events. Guys, the recruiting calendar has changed a lot. Everyone, started copying Friday Night Lights to death. And I think guys are done with, having to camp this late in the cycle. So to me, when you're trying to get a big recruiting event, hey, let's have a nice relaxed environment. We don't need to be having guys run and test and cover and lift and do all these kind of things. Let's just have a relaxed environment, get some good food, invite parents, families, and get people here to have conversations with them, talk to them, show them what it would be like to be at the University of Florida without football, because most of what the guys will do is not playing football. So I think that's a good idea. And then when you start looking at the guys who aren't committed, when you have so many guys coming in who are committed, Xavier Filisame, DJ Lagway, Miles Graham, Darius Hayes, guys like this, then okay, well, what about Jamari Howard, who's coming in, who isn't committed, a cornerback that you'd like to add to your roster, Wardell Mack, cornerback from Louisiana. To me, it's when you get this many commits on, who are the guys that you're targeting, and how can your commits kind of do your job for you in recruiting?
Yeah, 17 commits on campus. And Nick, we talked about it back in June. Florida had a visit where they had a ton of players come on campus. I think they had 12 official visitors over the next couple of weeks. 8 of them committed to the University of Florida. There's an excitement, there's an energy about being around those players. And, for a guy like Jamari Howard, for, a guy like potentially Zay Mincy, for a Wardell Mack, right? Does that kind of excitement intrigue you to pull the trigger, right? And then you start to look at 2025 guys. Florida, right now sits with 21 commits in this class. We've talked about it on this program, no official number, probably somewhere around 25 to 27. Obviously, you want to fill up as many spots as you can, but you have 25 to 27 in this class. You have 21 right now. You have 17 of those coming for this cookout. But does this start to impact, some of these 2025 guys that are coming on a campus? Now, this isn't an exhaustive list. This is just what we have as of Monday, July 24th. We still have 5 days. You can expect some names. You might even expect a name to fall off of here, but ultimately, I love this. Shannon Snell is going to be cooking out for them. You get the opportunity to build that camaraderie. You get that opportunity for them to build that relationship with each other, because these are their brothers in the trenches, right? So I'm excited about what this event has become. I'm really looking forward to potentially being up in Gainesville this weekend. Got to put some sunscreen on. Got to bring an extra fan. But Gainesville will be popping this weekend. LJ McCray, I know a name that fans have asked. There's a chance that he could go to Georgia this weekend. That wouldn't be great.
Ideal.
Not ideal, but that's kind of where we're at right now. I know there's an offensive lineman, Ori. I don't expect him to make it as well, but again, LJ McCray is not likely expected in Gainesville this weekend. So again, that's what we have. The University of Florida. Let's see, Michael Fasusi will be in town as well. He just announced on Twitter he's a 5-star athlete out of Louisville, Texas. He announced that he will be actually he's coming for right before the barbecue. So that's my mistake. Gators also lost 4-star linebacker, 2025 guy Elijah Melendez from Kissimmee, Osceola High School. He's going to be going to Arkansas this weekend. So I know at one point he was expected to make it, but fantastic weekend for the Gators, grilling out in the swamp. So Nick, that takes us to the end of our program today, my friend. It's good hanging out with you. Any final thoughts before we get out of here? And I want you to start thinking about a song of the week.
I have a song of the week ready. No final thoughts from me. Relationship ribs. Might have to put in an order for a relationship ribeye. If we're all going to head out there this week, that would be fun. And the next week, we're going to start breaking down position rooms. So look out for that. We hope to get Silk back next week, unless he becomes a bootlegger up there, making moonshine and running it down to the people.
I can see Silk doing moonshine, some way to get a vegetarian moonshine out there for the fan bases. It's what we've all wanted. But again, we appreciate you guys joining in. Again, if you're listening to us on Apple and you click the link on X, formerly known as Twitter, please go like and subscribe, or subscribe again. Please go rate us there. Please leave us a review. It helps us a ton. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button in the top right-hand corner, or there's a little thing that's orange. It says subscribe. You can just hit there right on our video. We appreciate you guys watching each and every week. We will be back whenever there is breaking news. Other than that, Nick, take us out with the song of the week.
This guy,